Hi, friends! Today it's the 100 subscriber special we've all waited for. Today I'm going to try to upgrade from Windows 1.0 to Windows 11 in a virtual machine. Let's see how everything will go. By the way, this will be divided in 3 parts. This part ends at Windows 2000, so without any further ado, let's go. Windows 1.0 setup went just fine, no problems at all, but when I wanted to run the MS-DOS Executive, I realized I forgot to install MS-DOS 5, so I did that as well, and no problem running Windows. I created an upgrade log that I will write when I upgrade or install a later version of Windows. And now, let's move on to Windows 2.0. Windows 2.0 setup went as expected, and when I ran it, I wrote in the upgrade log. Then I did some modifications to see if they will be kept in later versions of Windows. The difference between Windows 2.0 and Windows 1.0 is that Windows 2.0 has Windows, unlike 1.0. Now, time to move on to Windows 3.0. Windows 3.0 setup is similar to Windows 3.1 setup. It went just fine. When I ran it, it kept all the settings that I set in Windows 2.0. That's great. I wrote in the upgrade log again, and I will do that all the time I upgrade to a later version of Windows. I ran some apps to see if they still work. So far, so good. Let's move on to Windows 3.1. Windows 3.1 setup is identical to Windows 3.0 setup. The only real difference is that it asks you for your name and company. The rest of the setup is the same. I put my name to see if those settings will be kept as I upgrade to later versions of Windows. All settings stayed the same. All programs I tried to run ran no problem. That's great. And now, it's time for Windows 95. Windows 95 setup went just fine, no problems at all. It's the first version of Windows to have the user interface we know today, like the start menu, Windows Explorer to include a product key, etc. It kept all settings from Windows 2.0, which is great. It ran Reversi and other programs I tried. I also rearranged the desktop icons in random spots to see if that layout will be kept in Windows 98 and later. Windows 98 setup went as expected, but when I booted into the desktop, it didn't keep my custom icon layout. Kinda unfortunate, but I did that again and moved the taskbar to the left side of the screen. All programs I tried to run ran with no problems. Some of them didn't, and I know why. Also, I wrote the log as I do it every single upgrade. Now, I will try to upgrade to Windows Me. Windows Me setup went with no problems. Again, it didn't keep my desktop icon location. Same for the taskbar. So I did the same thing for the third time in this video. But that doesn't matter. I ran some programs, updated the upgrade log, and now it's time to upgrade to Windows 2000. And that's how we're gonna end off this video. Windows 2000 setup went just fine, no problems. It kept some of my icon positions, kept not all of my preferences. All apps that I tried ran, I updated the upgrade log, and the theme preference are still intact. Hopefully you enjoyed part 1 of this saga, and stick around for part 2 and 3, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye!